What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and today we're on the road, boys. Yeah, that's right. We're on the road, headed back to another dealership. Yep, that's right, boys. Time to go get a new toy. Comment in the comments below. We're 15 seconds into this video. What do you think I'm gonna be getting today? I thought I would never do it, boys, but I think we're gonna have to pull the trigger. Let's go. Alright guys, before we get too much farther into this video, let's talk about the giveaway for the 2023 GSX-R 1000. That is going on right now. You'll be able to go on, get your merch on mooremafia.com, get yourself entered into a chance to win a 2023 GSX-R 1000. You may get it for as little as $5 or $10. Somebody is going to win this new GSX-R 1000. I'll drop a link in the description below, but all you got to do is go to mooremafia.com to get yourself entered to win. Good luck, guys. All right, here we are pulling up Foothills Motorsports. This place has got a little bit of everything. I see a Kawasaki sign out front. I see a Honda sign out front. Yamaha, Suzuki, Can-Am, and Polaris. Which one of those brands you think we're getting? You know we're not coming to get a new Suzuki because of course I sell those. We got a Yamaha already. We just sold a Kawasaki. We don't have a Honda. We don't have a Polaris. We don't have a Can-Am. What are we gonna go get? Let's go see what we can find in here. All right, guys, here we are inside Foothills Motorsports. Let's walk around and see if you guys can figure out what we're getting. You see the department we're in. This thing would be pretty cool. I mean, it's already the right color and everything. Turbo RR, you know I'm all about the turbo stuff. They got a lot of cool choices in here, but I still haven't seen what we actually came to get. We know it's not a dirt bike. Probably not one of those. Oh, now we're getting over here into the good stuff. Busa, GSX-R 1000. I already got both of those. KTM 390. Pretty cool, but pretty small. Another KTM 1290 Super Dude. This thing would be a lot of fun. I still aren't seeing the right one. Let's go back here and see what we can find. All right, guys, I found it. It's sitting here and woo-wee. I'm not gonna lie, it looks better in person than I thought it was gonna look. I had not seen one of these yet because it's redesigned for 2023. I didn't know what to expect. This is a pretty iconic bike. I feel like I've been snaking you long enough. Let me introduce to you the brand new 2023 Kawasaki H2 Carbon Edition. Ooh, look at all this carbon fiber on it from the factory and the new matte finish. So it's got it's the same, I don't know, black chrome that it always was, but now it is a new matte black chrome. I don't even know how you would explain this thing other than it looks absolutely sick. The color really, in my opinion, it is definitely better than the shiny. I don't know how we're gonna, this thing we're gonna have to be super careful with it, keeping it all in this condition. But what do you guys think about the way this thing looks? Let's see if we got it. She's all so fresh, so clean, boys. Brand spanking new, 1 mile on it. Let's fire it up. Doesn't sound quite as impressive as it looks, but there it is, guys. the matte chrome finish. Man, this thing looks good. Woo, definitely revs super quick for a stock bike. We got to get this thing back to the shop and immediately put exhaust system on it. Kind of sounds like a vacuum cleaner a lot. A vacuum cleaner with a bird tweet mixed in. So anyways, we got to do some work on this thing. We're going to load it up, get it back to the shop, and maybe take it for a test drive then. Just like that, Kawasaki H2 is loaded into the trailer. Ugh, who would have ever thought a Kawasaki coming back home to Moore Mafia? Of course, we already got the ZX10. It was pretty cool. But this H2, I think this is going to be a very fun build for us. Let's hurry up, strap it down, get it back to the shop. I mean, should we dyno it today? I mean, you know, why not? All right, guys, we just made it back to home base. I got the H2 all unloaded. We've warmed it up. I've done a couple of heat cycles. I put some heat in the exhaust system. The titanium looks absolutely sick on the header of this thing. Check it out and see what you think. Now, of course, we're gonna take this exhaust system off and probably throw it in the trash. So if anybody wants a stock H2 exhaust, hit me up, a couple bucks, you can have it. Anyways, we're gonna take this thing off. I gotta have a Van Diemen, dude. A Van Diemen exhaust on an H2, it doesn't get a lot better than that. I've already talked to our guys at Brock's Performance, and I got a lot of other goodies on the way for this thing. Maybe a little more carbon fiber here and there, and then of course, you know, we gotta make it Moore Mafia style. Get this thing slammed down and sitting on the ground. I can't keep it stock height, even though it does look cool. This thing's gotta make some changes, boys. Check out the header on this thing. Look at how pretty the artwork is on the header. It looks super nice. She don't sound too good until it's got the little chirp. The exhaust itself, you know, we gotta change it. We're gonna heat cycle this thing a couple times now. I get a ton of questions all the time about how do I do the break-in process on these things. So the first time or two that we start them up, we literally just let them idle until they're about 150 degrees, and then we'll hold them 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 RPMs for about 30 seconds at a time. So hold it at 2,000, then we'll let it come back down, hold it at 3,000, then we'll let it come back down, hold it at 4,000 RPMs for 30 seconds or so, and let it come back down. And we will do that multiple times until the engine is up to, let's just say 210, 215 degrees. Then we'll turn the bike off, put a fan on it, let it get all the way back to ice cold. Once it's cold, we start it up and do the exact same thing again. After we start to get 5 or 6 heat cycles in it, then I may take it up to 6,000 or 7,000 RPMs as far as where I'm gonna hold it at. Once we get about 10 heat cycles, then we'll start to do some wide open throttle dyno pulls for like 1 gear at a time. Quick and easy, and then ease it back down. After a couple of those, the engine is broke in and ready to rip 100%, guys. And now we just wait. Yeah, so once this thing is cooled completely back down, usually with my old trusty fan, takes about an hour. We'll cool it completely back off, crank it all back up, and do it again. All right, guys, so we got the H2 heat cycled quite a few times. This is on day 2 of ownership with this thing. Look at how nice and blue our header looks. It turns super good. Look at our exhaust pipe, dude. 24 karat gold. That's what Big Country said anyway. I'm just going by what Big Country said. So we got the engine ice cold now. We're gonna fire this thing up, take it outside. Also too, free prize to whoever comments and says, what's the first thing that's changed in the shop? What's missing, what's added? So anyways, we're gonna pull this thing outside, and I'm holding you guys where you can see all around in the shop, but we're gonna pull the H2 outside, and I'm gonna go over how to, I guess you would say, heat cycle this thing. So the engine is completely ice cold now. We're gonna take it outside, and I'm gonna kind of show you a little bit about how we heat cycle this thing. Now, this may be, I guess you say, not that exciting or not that boring, or it may be super helpful information, because I get asked this question all the time. How many miles do I need to put on my bike before I run it hard, or before I flash the ECU, or before I do modifications? You know, what do I need to do? Well, you need heat cycles, about 10 of them, and I say you're ready to rip. So engine's completely cold now. We're gonna fire it up. We're gonna let it warm up to about 120 degrees or so. Then I'll show you what we're gonna do next, okay? Right now, just cranking the bike up to let it idle. So I've just been letting the bike idle so far. You can see it's up to 158 degrees. Now I'm gonna take the bike and hold it about 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs for about 10 or 15 seconds. After I hold it there for a second, then I'll bring it back down and hold it at about 2,000 RPMs. Then I'll take it up to about 6,000 RPMs. Drop it down for a second, then we'll take it back up. Once the engine gets up to say 180, 190 degrees, that's full operating temperature. Now that I already have quite a few heat cycles on it, I don't do this at first, but then I'll go ahead and take it up to about 8,000. I feel like that's safe after you get 5 or 6 heat cycles on it. The bike is currently at 210 degrees operating temperature. I will now let the bike idle, kind of cool back down. After that, you can shut it off, and there's your heat cycle in place. Once the engine is fully back cold again, start the process over. All right, guys, the fan is on the H2. We're blowing on it, cooling it back down. This thing will take about, with my little fan, about 1 hour. She's ready to get hot again. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I was hoping to take you for a little test drive, but we got a little rain in the vicinity with thunderstorms in sight. So we're gonna keep this H2 minty fresh. Don't worry, guys, modifications are on the way, but we are gonna get it out and test it before we start doing any modifications. We're also gonna do some dyno videos. I don't have enough heat cycles on the bike yet before we're gonna start to let it rip on the dyno. Oh, believe me too, Big Country has already called me out. He's already talking junk about how he's gonna outrun the H2. We're gonna see what he's got. I don't think he can beat a supercharged Kawasaki on a stock GSX-R 1000. All right, guys, stay with us. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's free to do so. Just click the subscribe button. Check out mooremafia.com. If you want to win the 2023 GSX-R 1000, go to mooremafia.com right now. Click buy your merch, and you will be entered in to win that 2023 GSX-R 1000. And who knows, this 2023 H2 Carbon may be the next giveaway bike. Hint, hint. See you, bye.